What up, y'all? It's your boy LB here to give my playoff predictions for every team. One of the guys in the comments asked for it, so I gotta do it. And if y'all got anything else y'all want me to talk about, let me know and I'll do it. First series, Cavaliers versus Pistons. I don't know if Reggie Jackson is going to be 100%. He said he's pretty optimistic. He'll be able to go in the first game. But if he ain't, I got Cavaliers sweeping us. If Reggie can't go, I got the Cavaliers sweeping us. I don't think we can win one game without him versus the Cavaliers in the playoffs. I just don't think so. A lot of people say 3-1 on the season. Can't look too much into that, man. Playoffs is a different animal. But if Reggie can go, he can play to his ability. I got Cavaliers winning this in 6 games. I'm hoping that we can upset this team. I'm just being honest, y'all, Pistons fans, man. I just hope we could upset this team, but I'm just being more realistic. I got Cavaliers winning in 6, man. I think our bench won't come through. Next series, Toronto versus Indiana Pacers. Toronto has been a team that has choked in the playoffs, but I don't think they'll choke this one away. The Pacers got Paul George, but at the end of the day, they got Toronto got Kyle Lowry. I think they get DeMar Carroll back, DeMar DeRozan. They got and their bench is playing unbelievable. So I got Toronto winning this series in Game 6, man. I think that'd be a little too much for the Pacers. I think Paul George is going to have some big games, but at the end, Toronto is going to pull this one out. Next series, Miami Heat versus Charlotte Hornets. I don't know if Batum is going to be 100%, but if he is, I say this series can go either Game 6. I'm gonna say Game 7. It's gonna go to Game 7, and Miami is gonna pull it out at the end. I think Dwayne Wade is going to get them to the second round. That's just my opinion. Um, but if Batum can't go, then I say Miami will win this series in 6. Next series, Atlanta Hawks versus Boston Celtics. This team is pretty even. One team been to the playoffs, or went to the playoffs last year, got swept by Cleveland. The other team got to the conference finals and lost to Cleveland. I'm gonna go with the Atlanta Hawks. I think they experience them being to the conference final last year will get them past this team in Game 7, and we'll take Game 7 to do it. But Boston can beat this team. I'm not gonna downplay Boston. They've been pretty good this season. I like their defensive intensity, man. They get into you, they stick to you. Um, but I say Atlanta will win this one in Game 7, man. I think the leadership and the experience will get them to the next round. Western Conference. First series, Golden State versus Houston. I think this is going to be a sweep. I want to give Houston one game because they got James Harden, but I'm going to say this is going to be a sweep, man. This should be a sweep, easy sweep for the Golden State Warriors, and they can get some rest, man. Next year, San Antonio versus Memphis Grizzlies, man. San Antonio is going to be too much for this team. They're going to sweep this team. At the end of the day, Memphis is just, they don't got enough ammunition to hang with the Spurs, man. They missing a lot of weapons. And at the end of the day, the Spurs are going to sweep this team and they're going to get some rest. Uh, I think the Spurs can rest some of their good players in this series and still win this series, if you ask me, to be honest with you. Next series, OKC versus Dallas Mavericks. I think Dallas ain't going to lay down easy. But at the end, Westbrook and Kevin Durant will be a little too much for Dallas. I think OKC will win this series in 6. Um, OKC will advance to the second round. I don't want to pick OKC because I fucking hate them now. I used to like one. I used to like their team, but fuck them now. But I say they'll win in Game 6, man, and Dallas will be going home. Next series, Clippers versus Portland Trailblazers. I got the Clippers winning this series in Game 6. I think Portland Trailblazers will win 2 games. I like how did nobody have Portland making it to the playoff this year? Seems as though they lost 4 starters. They lost 4 starters and they're in the fucking playoffs, man. Litter got robbed of a motherfucking all-star. And he can be mentioned in the MVP conversation because he's been having a dog-ass season. And McCullough, CJ McCullough, should get most improved. He has had a great season, man. And them two, they got a dominant backcourt. They still missing some pieces. But when they get some more pieces, they're going to be a force in the West. But I got the Clippers pulling it out because they got Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and I think they can pull it out, man. But this series can be tricky. This could be an upset. But I'm gonna pick the Clippers to win this one in 6. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know. Y'all can put y'all predictions in the box below if y'all want to. Let me know how I did. like my video, subscribe to me, put people on to my video. It's your boy LB. I'm gone. Peace.